Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Orlando, and guys, we got something cooking up here. And I want you guys to look at this information that I'm about to give you. This gold information I'm about to give you. And I need you to reflect on this. But let's jump into what's going on with Miami right now. It says Miami becomes the least affordable housing market in the US. Woo. It says Miami is the most expensive housing market in the country, surpassing New York, according to this article. Home prices in Miami have soared during the pandemic, propelled by the migration of out-of-state buyers, renters, many of whom have moved from Northeast. Wages, meanwhile, have not risen at the same pace. Now, we do know that in California, in Seattle, all these other places, there's been this big migration to Austin, Texas, to Florida. People from New York are coming down to Florida also, to Texas. And then even in my home state, which is Illinois, people are leaving Illinois to go to other places that don't burden you with a lot of property taxes, income taxes. People are, same thing with New Jersey. Same exact scenario, taxes, income tax. People are just tired of getting tax, and they're moving to these areas where there is no state tax or there's low taxes, and these places have open arms for all of these people. But what is going to happen when you have a huge influx of individuals moving to an area? Well, prices are going to go up, guys. That is just what's going to happen. The more people that are in the area, the prices are going to skyrocket. It is supply and demand. And some of these areas didn't have the supplies, the infrastructure to keep up with the demand. So rents and everything else is going to skyrocket. It says a household in the city of Miami will have to contribute 78.7% of its income towards home ownership costs. That is based on a median home price of $589,000, a projected median household income of $43,401. Now, guys, that is super expensive for a median house. For an average house, we're talking about an average house, guys. They are saying that a house will cost almost $600,000. Super expensive. But the average household income, guys, is $43,401. Yes, they cannot afford that, guys. But this is the key information that I want you guys to understand. Where have we seen this before? Where have we seen where Miami became unaffordable and all the prices were skyrocketing? Condos were just like, you could sell a condo for 1,000 square foot condo for $1 million, right? Where have we seen this before? It's almost like this has happened in the past. Oh, that's right. It was 2008. 2008, this same scenario happened. Now, I know what you guys are going to say. Orlando, the reason why 2008 happened was totally different than what's going on right now. Yes, I get that. Fundamentally and technically, this is a different scenario. But what I can say, I've only been through one recession, guys, in my lifetime. And if this recession happens or a downturn or a crash happened, that would be two. So I have to go back and search and look at history. And history has shown us that when scenarios like this happen, when Miami becomes high target on unaffordable and prices go up to ridiculous prices and people in the local area cannot afford to live in their own city, what is right around the corner? Now, this isn't from me. This is basically looking at history, looking at the past and saying, what happens when prices get up this high? What happens? Well, right around the corner becomes a crash. A crash happened, guys. And this portion that I'm about to read right now is super, super important to that crash theory, right? It says here, rents have also jumped exponentially. One report found that rents in Miami rose 38%, the highest gain nationwide in 2021. Much of the local workforce, including those in healthcare, education, and first responders, are priced out of home ownership. A Florida Realtors report found that home healthcare and personal care aides earning the least out of the 17 occupations studied would need to earn more than 3 times, guys, more than 3 times their median annual salary to purchase a home and nearly double their salary to rent a 1-bedroom unit. You hear that, guys? Average salary would have to be doubled to rent a 1-bedroom unit. 1-bedroom unit. You would have to double your salary for certain occupations, right? First responders, which are needed, they would have to double their salary just to afford the rent of a 1-bedroom unit. Now, let's jump on the other side. Remember when, a couple videos ago, I was telling you guys, hey, if you follow the rate of inflation, inflation does what? It increases rents, right? It increases your asset value. This is the reason why you see companies like Blackstone and Zillow trying to get into this rental market because they're trying to hedge for inflation. Inflation makes you more money when you have asset to protect it, right? And then rents will go up. Well, let's take a look, guys, here of how much rents have risen in other areas, including Miami. So we're looking at this chart here, and it shows Miami up 36%. The median rent was $23.73, and it's up 36%, guys. Insane. Go to Phoenix, Orlando, Las Vegas, Austin, San Diego, right? These are all hot spots. It goes up 19, 18, 17, 16, 15% in rent. This is from November 2021, guys. That was right around the corner. That was last year. Now, what happened if you followed my advice and got into real estate and got into a rental at that point? Or if you were a owner in those times you were watching my video and you said, wow, you are the beneficiary of these rental increases. You will benefit from this, and you can use this money to stash away for when something down the line happens. If a recession hits, if a housing crash happens, you will be able to take this money to buy more properties that will come on the market that will probably be cheaper than they currently are now. Also, too, I know a lot of you are thinking like, well, Orlando, what happens if, I'm stuck in a lease? And well, when the lease ends, you will be able to take advantage of those rental increases. Not only on top of that, during a downturn or a recession, more people will be renting because they cannot get into a home. So you have more tenants available to rent to. More selection is always great. So once again, guys, we knew this last year that inflation was going to cause the rents to go up. And now you're seeing the benefit of it if you're an investor. It says, last year, Miami ranked 16th in the country for cities with the biggest increase in median home prices. The median price rose 17% in 2021 to $580. Austin experienced the biggest increase, up nearly 28% to $535. Miami has become increasingly unaffordable, especially for those local residents. They're the ones who increasingly struggle with home ownership. It's the same reason why Austin was the hottest market in 2021. And that is correct. I'm telling you guys, once you start seeing stories like this, if you follow the history, you follow what's happened in the past, you will see these patterns that will show you that this may be coming down the line, that it's probable that this can happen, that a downturn, a crash, recession, something is going to come. We have been seeing these signs, and we've been hearing about the Fed that will increase rates. How many times will they increase it? How much will they increase it by? I don't know, but we do know inflation is getting out of hand, and they will have to raise rates. How will that affect the market? I don't know. I can't really tell the future, but I can look in the past. That is what this video is for, guys. This video is not to be doom and gloom and say, hey, the market is going to crash October 21st this year. That's not what this is for. This video is to give you information at your fingertips to make the right decision for you. Are you purchasing a home right now? Are you trying to get into an investment property? Do you want to sell your investment property? Do you want to sell your home? Whatever you're trying to do, you use information like this and do your own research with this video to look to yourself and say, I see the patterns too. I'm super glad Orlando pointed that out to me. And you know what? To get myself prepared for if that does happen, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to do that. That is the purpose of this video. And for me, I just really see with these patterns that happen in Miami, every single time something like this, news has broke like this, we start seeing Miami becoming really unaffordable. And when individuals have invested in Airbnbs, quote unquote, vacation homes or condos, you get your lunch taken. You will see a heavy dip in value on those properties. But properties like single family homes, duplexes, which are my favorite, and up to fourplexes, apartment, those type of assets, you will reap a lot of benefit in those, guys. You will reap a ton of benefit. But condos and vacation homes, you know, in my opinion, you will get hit the hardest. And you may want to figure out if that is your asset class that you have a lot of, you may want to look into what are the risks if something like this does happen. So I hope you got value out of this content, guys. I need you to watch this next video here. It will help you get into your first rental property and learn all things financial. I need you guys to check out the membership program in the description, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.